Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the founder of CSTGIA, bringing you Week 11, Cyber Resilience at Scale, Global Security, and an AI-Accelerated Threat Environment. Our environment in 2026 continues to evolve rapidly as artificial intelligence, geopolitical competition, and digital interdependencies shape the threat landscape. Governments, infrastructure providers, and private sector organizations are now confronting an important shift. Cyber risk is no longer confined to networks or systems. It is embedded within entire economic and societal ecosystems. Recent developments across global policy forums and cybersecurity alliances highlight a growing consensus. Cyber resilience must be treated as a national and international strategic capability rather than a technical compliance exercise. So, week 11 examined several of the most significant emerging trends shaping cybersecurity leadership and governance worldwide. Global cyber trend is that we are seeing AI enabled threat acceleration. One of the most widely discussed developments in 2026 is the rapid evolution of AI assisted cyber operations. However, threat actors are increasingly using generative AI tools to automate reconnaissance, develop malware variants, and accelerate phishing campaigns. Security researchers have observed that AI generated spear phishing campaigns are replete with highly personalized messaging. Automated vulnerability discovery is occurring across very large software environments. AI assisted social engineering is targeting executives and administrators. And synthetic identity fraud is leveraging deep fake voice and video technologies. These capabilities significantly lower the technical barrier to entry for cybercrime and expand the scale of potential attacks. For defenders, this means cybersecurity must move towards AI-enabled defense and automation, allowing security teams to identify patterns and respond to threats at machine speed. Strategic implications are that organizations must accelerate adoption of AI-assisted threat detection, anomaly monitoring, and automated incident response. In our policy area, the trend is that national cybersecurity strategies are moving towards resilience. Several governments have recently updated national cybersecurity strategies to emphasize systemic resilience rather than prevention alone. Examples include expanded cyber incident reporting requirements, mandatory resilience testing for critical infrastructure operators, cybersecurity workforce development initiatives, international information sharing partnerships. The U.S. national cybersecurity strategy and similar frameworks emerging across Europe and Asia emphasize shared responsibility between government, private industry, and civil society. Thus, the focus is shifting towards ensuring that essential services and critical infrastructure, energy, healthcare, finance, transportation, can continue operating even when disruptions occur. So, what is the strategic implication? Well, it's that cyber resilience planning must integrate policy, operational processes, and infrastructure continuity to a greater extent. Let's look at our technology trend and the focus on zero trust architecture expansion. Zero trust architectures continue to gain global adoption as organizations recognize that traditional perimeter security models are no longer sufficient. Instead of assuming trusted internal networks, zero trust systems verify access continuously based on identity, device integrity, and behavioral analytics. Key elements include identity-based authentication, continuous monitoring of user behavior, least privilege access models, and micro-segmentation of network environments. Many government agencies and defense organizations have accelerated their zero trust adoption timelines in response to recent supply chain and insider threat incidents. So what is the strategic implication for us is that cyber defense strategies must prioritize this identity protection and dynamic access control. You can follow zero trust architecture and the expansion on the NIST website. Our workforce trend is cyber talent shortages continue. Despite increased awareness of cyber risk, the global cybersecurity workforce gaps remain significant. Industry reports estimate that millions of cybersecurity positions remain unfilled globally, particularly in areas that are very important, such as cloud security, digital forensics, AI security governance, and industrial control system protection. To address this challenge, governments and industry organizations are investing in cybersecurity education pipelines, workforce reskilling programs, public-private cyber training initiatives. Again, frameworks such as the NICE Workforce Framework for Cybersecurity continue to play an evolving role in defining workforce competencies and career pathways, especially in the areas of AI, OT, etc. Our strategic implication here is that organizations must view cyber workforce development as a long-term strategic investment rather than a short-term hiring challenge. In our critical infrastructure trend, we are focusing on cyber risk across the supply chain. Supply chain cyber risk remains one of the most significant vulnerabilities in modern digital systems. Highly interconnected software ecosystems mean that vulnerabilities in one component can cascade now across multiple organizations. Recent policy initiatives have emphasize the software bill of materials transparency, vendor cybersecurity requirements, secure software development standards, cross-sector cyber risk collaboration. These initiatives aim to increase visibility into software dependencies and reduce systemic risk across supply chains. The strategic implication in this area is that organizations must strengthen vendor risk management programs and supply chain monitoring capabilities. You can look at CISA secure software development initiatives as well as secure by design artifacts. One of the most emerging initiatives is international cyber cooperation's expansion. Cybersecurity is increasingly recognized as a global challenge, requiring coordinated international response. New collaboration initiatives include multinational cyber defense exercises, global threat intelligence sharing programs, cooperative cybercrime investigations, and joint resilience planning for critical infrastructure. Organizations such as NATO, Interpol, and regional cybersecurity alliances continue expanding cooperative frameworks to address cross-border cyber threats. So our strategic implication in this area is that cyber resilience depends not only on national capabilities, but also on international cooperation and information sharing. You can read more about the Global Forum on Cyber Expertise. And lastly, in our leadership insight area, cybersecurity as strategic governance. Perhaps the most important shift emerging in 2026 is the recognition that cybersecurity is fundamentally a leadership and governance issue, not just technology. Technical controls alone cannot address the complexity of modern cyber risk. Effective cyber resilience requires coordinated leadership across policy frameworks, workforce capabilities, operational processes, and technology platforms. Organizations that can integrate cybersecurity into executive decision-making portfolios are much better positioned to protect critical systems and maintain public trust. Cyber resilience has become a defining capability for organizations operating in a digital, interconnected world. So in our week 11 reflection, we ask our leaders to consider the following questions. Are AI-driven threats changing our cyber defense strategy? How resilient are our mission critical systems actually during disruption? Do we have clear visibility into supply chain cyber dependency? And lastly, is our cybersecurity workforce strategy aligned with our future skill needs? These questions help organizations move from reactive defense towards strategic cyber resilience. So, our week 11 action is that organizations this week should conduct a cyber resilience checkpoint by identifying one mission critical digital system and evaluating incident response readiness, identity access protections, supply chain dependencies, and workforce capability to manage threats. Even small improvements, when done continuously in resilience planning, can significantly strengthen an organization's overall cyber posture. So, our closing thought for today is that in an interconnected digital economy of 2026, cybersecurity is no longer just about protecting the network. It is about protecting trust, infrastructure, and societal stability. The organizations that succeed will not simply defend against threats, they will build systems capable of anticipating, absorbing, and recovering quickly from cyber disruption. Cyber resilience is no longer optional. It is, however, foundational. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the founder of CSTGIA, bringing you week 11 of Cyber Resilience at Scale, Global Security in an AI accelerated threat environment.